Coin shop owner says if you hold silver for this long, it's time to quit. Now, this question comes up often, and the best way to address this is to get right to the gold to silver ratio, because many of us think, oh, hold silver to the grave, but that's actually not how this works. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's get into this. Now, even as recently as yesterday, we had a comment on this live stream, and the question was, if you're holding a large amount of silver, I'm talking about 1,000 ounces of silver, 2,000 ounces of silver. If you're new to silver stacking, they may seem like a lot, but for many silver stackers, particularly those that have chosen to pull from their retirement and take that retirement savings out of the stock market, put it into metals, then 1,000 ounces, 2,000 ounces, it's absolutely within reach. So if you have that amount and you're holding, what you need to look at, and this is, I presented this to my local silver dealer yesterday after my live stream, because I've heard this conversation often, and he absolutely he's the one who really showed me and helped me to understand how to look at this in the long run. So this is what he's saying. If you look at the gold to silver ratio, let's say we'll take 1,000 ounces. Let's say you have 1,000 ounces of silver. And you can see here, this is fairly recent, right? Like we've been hovering at about 85 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold. That's what this ratio means. And sure, we had a nice dip. This is back in May. We went down to 73. Many people might want to swap out at 73, but I prefer to hold until really it's closer to like 50 to 1. 50 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold. That's what I like. And I'm going to show you in a minute how this works. So if you have all of that silver and it's truly sitting there collecting dust, let's actually look at the long-term silver to gold ratio. This is going way back, right? Here we're back in like 1933. Let's look here, we're at 50 already. This is 1998, dipped down to about 50, right? In the late 90s, early 2000s, we had some dips down to 44. Look at this, 2006. Even fairly recently, 2011, we got down to like, it's in the 40s. It's hard to get this thing to hold, but look at that. We're at 40 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. That was 2011, not too long ago. Now, again, if you have that 1,000 ounces of silver and it's just sitting there, the gold to silver ratio tightens. You are actually losing money if you do not swap out for gold. Not all of it. You don't have to swap all of it. But this is what my dealer was explaining to me. You're really losing money. You really are. If you're not swapping out at that point. Because let's say you swap out 40 ounces of silver. With the premiums you've paid for that silver, on average $2 an ounce for premium above just generic rounds, $2 an ounce. So what, you paid $80 for those 40 rounds. $80. You swap it out. Gold it's not gonna stay at a 40 to 1 ratio. It will not stay at the 40 to 1 ratio. That's how this works. There's no way. Look at the chart here. It's going to bounce back up. So let's say it goes back then, look at that, to 80 or 90. Wow. Then immediately when it bounces back up, your gold value is just exploding. And the premiums that you lost, it's washed out. It's nothing. It's totally washed out. So really, to hold and just put your blinders on and not pay any attention to this gold to silver ratio, silver to gold ratio, however you want to say it, without paying attention to the ratio, you're really losing out. This is fairly recently, 2011. It's pretty recently. So this is what we need to look at. And many of us are long-term holders. I am a long-term holder when I stack silver, and I've been stacking and I've been holding, and nothing's stopping me. I'm holding. So check out, and these charts are everywhere. You can just Google these charts, and there's many different charts to look at. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button.